I'm John Austin with Camelbak, and we're here today talking about why you might want to clean your reservoir and how you maintain a clean and more hygienic reservoir. If you kind of leave dirty water in your reservoir and you never clean it, drain it, or dry it, what you'll find is you'll get kind of gross discoloring and spots of mold buildup. And if you look at this tube, you can see all the spots where mildew and some bacteria has grown along the tube. Pretty gross. So if you want to avoid that, a few straightforward tips. The first one is at the end of every usage, drain and dry your reservoir. So simply open it up, drain it out, try and get it as clean as possible, and then give it a simple wipe to wipe any additional residue out. And then our recommended method for fully drying it is to hang dry it along with the tube. So what we recommend is you have a hanger, you have a reservoir dryer that opens the reservoir up so that you can get 360 airflow. And then my other recommendation is that you hang dry the tube. So you take the tube and you can pop it in there. And when you do that, the bottom of the tube can drain and the tube can air dry at the same time your reservoir is air drying. Once it's dry, my last recommendation is that you take the whole kit, close it up. I like to fold it up like this, like that, and I stick it in my freezer, because for the same reason you put perishable foods often in your freezer, very little grows at the temperature of your freezer, so it just gives you an easy way to maintain a clean and hygienic reservoir in between uses.
Excellent. So what would you use when you're washing it? Bleach or?
So a few recommendations when you deep clean it. What you really only need to do if you're draining it and drying it and keeping it in your freezer, once every few months or so if you're using it regularly, there's a couple options. There's the ability to use cleaning tablets, which are a self-dissolving deep cleaning solution that you simply fill with warm water, dissolve the tablets, let them sit for 5 minutes, swish the reservoir around, and then simply drain it and rinse it. You can also use bleach cut with water if you want an intense deep clean. And then other people then, when they go to rinse it, some of the other hints, they'll do a little squirt of lemon juice or lime juice cut with water when they rinse their system. And again, that just helps with kind of the taste over time and maintaining clean, tasty water coming through a clean and hygienic reservoir.
Okay, last question. How often should you clean your reservoir? If
you're draining and drying it, you really only need to clean it about once every 3 months, I would say, assuming you're using it with water. If you're using it with Gatorade or another sugary beverage, then you do need to clean it after you use it with that beverage.
Okay, great.